Hey everybody, it's me Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz. Strengthen up your aura just like Goku. Come into a higher intelligence, balance out psychologically and emotionally. Further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence. Get a plant-based diet going for yourself today and nurture yourself back into life. We are literally herbivores in nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level. Get with alkalinity, then generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and then set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. Now, today I got a astrological read on the very, very significant solar eclipse, which is actually bringing in more of that canonical shift for humanity to be in a higher dimensionality and a higher state of consciousness. So today's video is solar eclipse in Gemini. Seen my video, the sun in Gemini, check it out in the top right corner. The sun is actually in Gemini as we speak, and it exits Gemini and into Cancer on June 20th, I believe. So the sun is in Gemini, the moon is also in Gemini, so there is a very, very, very Geminian energy, or a Gemini high energy, that is basically affecting us as I am making this video, okay? Today is the solar eclipse, and I don't know exactly what time it takes place, but it should be visible from North America in the northeastern area, and here from Texas, I don't know if we will actually get to perceive the solar eclipse as full as it would be from the northeastern American areas, but either way, we are still going to feel the energy from a solar eclipse. So basically, the sun in Gemini has us exteriorized and expressing our individual will more in a Gemini energy, which is masculine in nature, meaning it is naturally exteriorized and it is naturally dynamic, and it is more active in nature, okay? Also, Gemini is very mental in nature and or electrical in nature, so we should be more in the psyche, or we should just be more mental today, or when Gemini is present, we should be more mental or more electrical in nature, okay? Which is what I've been feeling all day, okay? Basically, the moon in Gemini will actually have us more internalized and within the depths of our psyche in a more dynamic nature and masculine nature, to basically uncover some of the more subconscious aspects that Gemini's dualistic nature likes to bring us, okay? And also with the moon in Gemini, we still get that mental having us more receptive to some of the otherworldly energies or information or entities or experience that the moon would actually connect us with. Okay, so the solar eclipse is actually a very, very, very significant and special astrological event. Okay, if you do not know what an solar eclipse is or what a solar eclipse is, it is actually when the moon aligns right in between the earth and the sun. Okay, if the sun was over here and the earth is over here, the moon would come right in between them and block out the sun from the earth. Okay, and this is very special because it brings us a very, very high expansion spiritually. Okay, but with the Gemini energy coming from both of these, we are getting a very, very, very high expansion of our mental body, okay, which is actually having us able to connect to more spiritual dimensions, which is bringing in that canonical shift of humanity's step towards a higher consciousness, which is actually part of the Great Conjunction. And if you have not seen that video, check it out in the top right corner. Okay, this is just one more astrological event that is actually bringing us to a higher spiritual life or a higher spiritual dimension, and it is all part of the evolution of humanity. Okay, so the moon is a satellite for the earth. Okay, it is actually a station or a satellite that was built, okay, by the inhabitants of earth and various other off-world entities or beings. So what the moon actually serves as is the earth's satellite. It brings in the energies from the other planets within the solar system and even farther. Okay, so the moon is bringing us receptivity. So anytime you come to talk about the moon astrologically, we know that it brings us high reception to the more otherworldly information, energy, or experience, or even entities. Okay, and the sun is actually bringing us that connection to the other star systems, because it actually holds a very high vibration of consciousness, or is actually just connecting through light to the other star systems. Okay, so when the moon actually comes in between the earth and the sun, it is actually bringing us a very, very high receptivity to the connection to other star systems. Okay, and this is further bringing in an amplification or upsurge of our spiritual energy, or our opening up of the higher three chakras. Okay, with this solar eclipse in Gemini, it is going to have us more receptive to the spiritual energy or the cosmic energies in a Gemini manner, or in a Gemini characteristic. Okay, so it is basically going to have us mentally expanded so we can dip more into the spiritual dimensions that are being allowed to be receptive enough to come into experiencing some of these cosmic energies. Okay, and I've been feeling it all morning for myself. Like I said, when I was meditating earlier, I was tuning into the fourth dimension a lot more, and even the fifth and sixth dimension. The fourth dimension, if you do not know, is just a higher fluctuation or a higher dimensional understanding of life. So if you come to expand your mind's dimensional understanding of life. You can get in tune with a perception that is going beyond the time. Okay, and when you go beyond the normal rhythm of time, you can understand the rhythm of life, and this actually opens up more of a transcendental experience of life, and this actually can bring you experience or perception or knowledge of entities within the fourth dimension, which is what I was getting all morning. Okay, and like I said, to really get in tune with the fourth dimension or open up fourth dimensionally, all you need is a keen perception that goes beyond time. You need to raise your consciousness. You just need to be more aware. You need to be more inward as well. You need to generate an inclusive consciousness. And when you expand your consciousness within your individual body and your mind, you can open up to life's higher dimensions, and it's that simple. Okay, I was also tuning into the fifth dimension as well, which is more of a free formless consciousness, and it is more geometrical in the way that the entities from the fifth dimension do not need a body. They are boundless in nature, limitless. They are free formless consciousness. Fourth dimensional entities will use a body without the physical body. They will use more of an astral body or an ethereal body, and they can even inhabit physical bodies. Okay, but fifth dimensional beings actually do not use bodies at all. They are free formless in nature. They are pure consciousness. Okay, and the sixth dimension actually had me in tune with the with Ra, the sixth dimensional collective that is basically off planet. You know, they have their own fathership and their own civilization that is within our solar system and goes to other star systems as well. And yeah, I see this as a balancing coming to my life from the solar eclipse. Like I said, with the solar eclipse in Gemini, it is having us very, very expansive and receptive to coming into a shift into a higher spirituality or a higher dimension or even a higher consciousness. And it is basically just giving us what we need in order to have the earth collectively shift into a higher vibration. Like I said, it is expanding our mind, okay, because of Gemini. Gemini is known as a very, very high mental energy, okay, and Gemini is actually the lightest entity within the zodiac, okay, because Gemini is constituted or dictated or connected with the element of air, and air is the lightest element within the four elements besides ethereal, which is space. But Gemini is the lightest sign in the zodiac, the lightest air sign, okay, and this will have us literally floating off into the space to have us more spiritually receptive to some of the more cosmic energies that are coming with this solar eclipse. All right, and it will bring in wisdom today. It will bring in more knowledge, okay? It will bring in more of that laid back, childlike nature. It will bring in even more mischievousness. It will bring in more of that subconscious and unconscious diving, okay, because Gemini is known to be the first sign in the zodiac to bring in that dualistic nature, and that basically brings in that deep unconscious integration in order to bring about conscious transformation, okay? So Gemini is actually bringing us a lot of knowledge today with this solar eclipse. Like I said, mental expansion. We are coming into generating a higher dimensionality individually and then collectively, okay? And this solar eclipse is very significant in that way. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe over here to the right of me, or to the left of me, sorry. Drop a like on this video to the right of me. Generate some static electricity from your ethereal body. It needs to be strengthened and realized for the collective rise in consciousness. I love you guys. Have a great day. Peace out and enjoy the solar eclipse.